So Standardbird Canada will be trackside here with a cooler presentation as the snow continues to fall in Charlottetown. Only a couple races left here before we kick into the Island Kitchen Party. I want to thank some sponsors who are joining us here tonight, of course, and some of the presentations with MCA Consultants, Red Shores, McRae, Backhoe, and Trucking. Donnie's always great to support the event. We look forward to seeing him tomorrow night as well at the O'Brien Awards. PEI Standardbird Horse Owners Association President James Perot. The Government of Prince of Rhode Island, the PEI Harness Racing Industry Association. All-Star Cresting was here, and they did a presentation, Ocean 100. And, of course, ACOA. Always great support, the Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency. And thank you for your support. In behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate, countdown clock is in. It's post time. Here with the call is Vance Cameron.
Fluentosity, rock and roll case, counter currency, rock the baby, it's model time. Umgrove red wine, skip across, top of the stretch. All lined up and approaching a start. Rough and pacing the inside trio, leaving out Fluentosity, rock and roll case, and counter currency. Fourth one to the turn. Elmgrove Red Wine to get away fifth along the rail. That's Rock the Baby. Then its model time is sixth. Trailing the field in the early going. Skip Across is seventh. On the backstretch they go. Led by Rock and Roll Cage. Here comes her stablemate, Counter Currency. Up and after the leader, and she's going to clear for Corey McPherson. That's Counter Currency now the leader. Rock and Roll Cage with no tussle settles up for the two-hole ride. Fluentosity around the turn is third. Racing from fourth, that's Elmgrove Red Wine. Then in fifth, along that inside, it's Rock the Baby. Moving up sixth from the outside, around the turn after the opening quarter, and they arrived at the first station in 30 and 1. Here comes the half. It's up next, led there by Counter Currency. Elmgrove Red Wine is pushed over now up to engage the leader. Third at the rail, Rock and Roll Case. Skip Across picks up fourth on the outside. On the rail, fifth is Fluentosity. Racing from sixth, it's model time. And Rock the Baby is seventh. They're at the half mile in a minute. And four, up the backstretch they go, dashing through the snow in one-horse open sulkies. On the point, Counter Currency. Elmgrove Red Wine at her wheel. In the pocket, Rock and Roll Case. She's muscling up third. 3 quarters completed. 90 seconds flat as they round the turn for the final time. Arriving at the 7-8. Counter Currency still there. Rock and Roll Case, a garden trip. Elmgrove Red Wine on the outside third. They're in deep. Stretch now. Counter Currency. Rock and Roll Case. It's model time. Wow. It's picture time here in the 8th. 2 minutes. 1/5.
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 8 from Red Shores in Charlottetown. Tonight we'll see the Standardbred Canada trackside presentation. Wow, bang, bang at the wire. 3 wanted to cut it here through 30 and 1. 1 minute 4, 1:30. And then they were closing in late, Kenny. That was the 5 and the 2. I'll give it over to you here to close at the wire.
Yeah, Counter Currency brushes to the top, 30 and 1, a minute 4/5, 1:30. Well rated here, but Corey McPherson goes to the well. Rock and Roll K's, the 2-hole ride up the inside, is going to hold on here over the 5. It's model time. Kenny Murphy from second over. The horse showed a surge there on the final stages of the race and came on late again. So it was like a re-rally from its model time. But at the wire, it's the 2 Rock and Roll K's, Brady Sweet, Jeff Holmes, 3 for 3 tonight. Second win on the season for Rock and Roll K's. It's model time. Counter Currency was a gallant third in the 8th, a thriller.
Rock and Roll K's wins the photo finish here in the 8th. She's at the winner's circle. Bay Pacing Mare 4 by Tobago K's from the Camluck Dam Timel Extra. Only Hardcore Racing of Belfast, bred by Blaine Tebow from Kensington. Trainer Jeff Holmes triples up. Driver Brady Sweet triples up. And the mare stops the clock tonight in 2 minutes. And a 1/5. Rock and Roll K's in the 8th down at trackside. Standard Bred Canada joining us on this eve of the O'Briens with the cooler presentation.